Hi friends, what are your children really learning in our Michigan schools? We've all heard, or if you haven't, you need to, the scores are not good. Math and reading especially, we're like bottom of the barrel for the whole nation. We never used to be there. We used to be top 10. Michigan was smart kids, good turnout, great teachers, great education with school choice across the board. And we don't have that anymore. And we still have choice, and we still have a really strong teachers union. We've lost something. Our kids are not performing well. I submit to you it's because they're tremendously distracted. The amount of distraction for teachers and administration is even greater. And I think that's the problem. We have smart kids. We have good teachers. Structure, something very wrong with it. And I want to explain a few things. Recently, you may or may not have heard of this. The SBOE, State Board of Education, elected. Elections have consequences. These are elected folks. Most of them are not with the parents, the common sense that you and I share. Michigan Department of Education, they all work together and they determine a lot of standards, curricula that goes across the board to our Michigan schools. And every school district is supposed to have at least some level of autonomy, how they spend the money, what they're teaching, and that needs to be retained. But the way they just rolled out some new sex ed standards that used to be optional, now they're embedded into many, many things. Global climate change, how to save Mother Earth, how to have your child come home and be the authority in the room, authority in the home, because you, the parent, can't figure out well enough how to teach your child how to just function in the society and breathe in clean air, clean water, and survive the next month, year, decade. There's a lot of creepy things being taught to our kids, and it's now been given the backing to be embedded into mandatory classes. So what did the legislature do? We wrote a letter to the State Board of Ed and said, number one, you're working around us, not with us. You're going to set new mandates in place for education in Michigan, public schools, K through 12, out us even being involved. And we're elected. We represent our districts, senators and representatives. And you went around us. Why in the world would you do that? Why can't we collaborate? I hear all the time, we want to hear everybody's voice. We want to hear about all the views in the room. We're listening to everyone. No, you're not, State Board of Ed, Michigan Department of Ed. You're not.